What's up, boys? Brooksy is back again, and today we're playing some more squad. We're going to be talking about everything you need to know to be a better squad leader. I'm going to take you through some settings first, which is going to help you out tremendously in your new role. You're going to want to increase your effects. A lot of guys don't do this. I like doing this just so I can hear footsteps and I can hear armor from farther away. It's super useful. But the main thing you want to do here is come down to command voice balance and put it all in one of your ears. Left or right, doesn't matter. I like it having command in my left, and I like having my squad talking in my right. You notice here that that squad voice volume actually goes up to 200%. You may want to leave it up to 100. That's totally up to you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into a typical game as a squad leader. This is a basic flow. You're going to start in with the prep phase, so you're going to have about 200 seconds of this. Just pure bliss and chaos. But that's not what we want. So let's get some organization up in here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is a little better. So first thing, once you get into the server, you're going to want to go ahead and create a squad. I like to give my squad a name that's kind of funny, but also gets the point across and sets a tone for everybody who wants to join that squad. Once you get a couple guys go in there, go ahead and radio check them in. And you're just kind of evaluating their willingness to communicate. And as you can see here, I received none. Regardless, I continue talking to myself, and I tell them to spawn main, continue to be a directive. Even if they're not answering, they will still be able to hear you. Once you're in, go ahead and talk to other squad leaders. Again, nothing. That's pretty typical. Sometimes you'll get some good other SLs that will help you out. Here I'm evaluating the map, looking at possible flag positions, choke points, strategic terrain, and possible enemy positions. I'm trying to figure out a good place to take my guys that's going to be safe, but also going to give us a tactical advantage once we start pushing for points. I see this warehouse right here, and I realize that that's going to be a good place to set up. But I'm starting to multitask already. I'm just talking about starting to request FTLs. I like to give FTLs to guys who volunteer for it because they're probably good at it, or at least know how to use the marking system. But sometimes you need to force promote them. But continue to multitask while you're setting all this up. You can see I'm jumping around between putting people in fire teams as well as marking stuff on the map. And it's important to mark your plan on the map because that way other squad leaders can see what you're doing and there's no question to it. I like to call this a course of action or a COA. Once you have that drawn, go ahead and state your intentions to the other squad leaders or command. Here you can see that they just ignored me, and it leads to some communication issues later on because they're too busy squabbling over who abandoned their squad.
Herbie, you got a mic, bro?
Here I com check this guy that I want to promote because he's a heavy AT. I can see his mic flash, so I just go ahead and promote him. I know he has a mic. He ended up being a really good FTL, but you won't always get as lucky. Here I'm just kind of splitting people up based on their class kit, trying to keep people with like-minded classes together. And then once the round starts, I just go ahead and put that course of action into action. So begin moving your guys and executing the plan that the rest of your squad expects you to execute.
Yeah, not everyone needs to be driving away from the first fucking point. You can't cap that, then we can't win.
Yeah, I did ask. Like,
so it's important to be able to drive as well as
exactly.
look at the map and communicate. So get used to multitasking.
Don't SL if that's a problem.
What's going on, guys?
Once we get to our planned place of residence for the next little while, go ahead and put the radio down and tell your squad to unload the Logi. Good squads will definitely stay in the truck to unload, knowing that you're about to request supplies. Sometimes you have to do it yourself or direct somebody to do it, be more directive. Put the hab in a good position. Again, tactically think about where this hab can get camped from. I'm inside a building, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm using marks here to keep down on chatter. I want to hear contacts being called out. I have a fire team pushing to the southwest in this case, and I know they're expecting contact any minute, so I want to give them as much free comms as I can. And again, keep them engaged. Like here, they're not pushing out quite as fast as I want them to, so I start to be more directive,
southwest, see what you
telling
can
them I want
see,
to push, and then I give them a location to move to. It's just a guess. I know that they're going to be somewhere over there, but keep them busy, keep them engaged. People will lose interest very quickly when nothing's going on.
Do you need me on beta or can I go Charlie?
Go Charlie for now. We may need you to support heavy weapons later.
Yep, gotcha.
Once we're done building and the Logi is drive supplies, I go ahead and move it because I don't want this to give away the location of our hab. And I also want to protect it so that we can use it later if we need to. Once that's done, I rejoin the attack and meet up with my fire teams and start leading. and this
Marker
enters us
updated.
into the attack
Start sweeping
phase,
through.
where we start to push away from the Hab, and we want to use a rally so that we can get
we
it
don't really
on the
need to fight here,
objective.
so just try to
Here my squad gets
bypass
bogged
and
down,
push
they're fighting guys that they don't need to be fighting, so I have to be a bit more directive.
We got a medic.
Here I'm being
near,
engaged,
Swallow.
and I call it out immediately, but my
Taking
teammate still
fire
runs into the
from
kill
line
zone.
north. On
Not much I can do to help him here. If I go out, I'm probably going to die. I see my teammate is also pinned down around the corner, so I'm trying to get some smoke out to help him and maybe rescue the other guy. I would like to keep these guys with me if I can, because I'm going to need them to place
Smoke
a
out
rally
on that
down.
guy, so
Although I
if you
did
see
just
them,
check
get
my
'em
map there and see that I have a teammate to the west who I eventually start pushing for to get a rally down. So just continue to communicate, evaluate, and act. So right here, this is a good example of it. I see this ammo box as well as a Hab. I use the observe marker quickly to put a mark on
Hab,
it
my
and then
observe.
get more detailed with what it is later. I continue watching this for a little bit while my team is trying to push to me so I can get a rally down, but they're
Tab
pretty
mark.
slow.
Wait, never mind. They can't be that close,
So
can
I'm
they?
continuing to multitask. Again, get used to having your map up and looking down the enemy sights so it actually gets my kill right there. So get used to that. Okay, so my backup didn't make it. I can't take the Hab. I know where it is. I'm going to make a mental note of it. We'll come back to it later. I want to stay
Hey, Thursday.
on my
come with
highest
anybody, don't
priority,
worry
which
about
is
that
getting a
Hab
rally
special
down
mission
to
for us.
attack
We
the
gotta get a
point,
rally
because
down
eventually
on the
that
attack
Hab will
point.
be so far behind our lines that it won't
Keep
matter.
trying to clean that Hab,
So
guys.
I'm tasking my
Thursday
team
and I are
to
gonna
go
go rally
ahead
on
and keep
Crossroads.
harassing the Hab and try to take it down, while me and Thursday go ahead and get up attack rally set.
Danger close up.
Once you have the attack rally set, we can refocus on the highest priority, and we can clear that Hab.
Let's go fuck that shit up.
Yeah, buddy.
I know that.
Resupply at your rally always when you go
People tend
down.
to not
Get your rally back.
And
It's
he's
super
giving
important.
themselves
It's the biggest reason you're in SL is to
Boys,
provide
keep
your
pushing on
players
that
with
point, nice
spawns.
job.
Here, my guys are doing a good job. I mean, they're a bit slow. We're not quite making progress, but I want them to keep trying, so I'm giving this positive reinforcement. Here I recognize that the attack's stalling. I can't get through anywhere. Their defense is too set up. And checking the map here, I can see that no one is defending, so I quickly relocate my team to the defense point. Setting up a defense is going to again be a kind of its own thing, but use your defend markers, use your move markers, be directive with your team, get key terrain, and lock it down, as well as communicate. Like here, I got taken out.
I don't know about the
And
tank, but
I'm
there's an
telling
armored
other
car
squads in
right
the
on the
vicinity
movement point.
where high-value assets of the enemy team is.
Give me a second.
This kind of enters us into the defense phase. Again, as I mentioned, you want to be using your defend markers, move your teams out, try to have them support each other while also covering separate areas. And don't forget that if you run into trouble, you can request a tactical ability through the commander. Who can drop some really big tools like artillery, etc. on you, or on your marker. But make sure that you also accept it in the map. Here I revive this teammate because we're low on tickets, and we also need to get a a rally down ASAP. Otherwise, we're going to lose the point, and if we lose the point behind us, it's going to be enough to bleed all of our tickets, and we'll lose the game.
Balance down, boys. Use it for reinforcement.
Overall, guys, that's pretty much all the tips I have for you right now. Just you guys have fun, and we will catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.
Enemies over where